And we are live.
All right. What is up, beautiful people, and welcome to the Frost and Piss. I'm your Wolf Blood Ethos Christian Matter.
And I am a very, very whitewashed freak. Good Lord.
They cast Johnny Depp for you?
Yes, a sickly Johnny Depp. What the? Man, let's turn this down. Man, blinding people.
Obviously, we notice this kind of thing always, right as we go live. Because we're professionals.
Like, come on, man. Seriously? Change the tone.
Guys, welcome to the show tonight, and it's so good to have you here.
Friday, heck yeah, man. Talk about a crazy week.
Especially because if you're here hanging out with us, at least we know that you're feeling well enough and healthy enough to, join us for the show.
And even if you're not, we're glad you're still here anyway. Just make sure you get your tissue. And,
Oh, we've got some beautiful people in the chat. We've got a running bear. We've got our Smash Captain Archer.
Oh, yeah. It's on.
We've got Dave in the chat says, I've watched the latest Planet of the Apes, and I hope the virus doesn't start the chimpocalypse because I'll never get Ragnar. Yeah. It's a lot of people. You know what's funny is that has unexpectedly and, accidentally made the people who got the early release to be able to check out the box and stuff like that. Those really big time YouTubers like, hey, paint this, be the first person to paint this up and review my model and stuff like that. They're the only ones on the planet who have had this model, and it seems like it's going to be for quite a little while. It's a very extended exclusivity. It's kind of neat. One day, freak, we might get up there.
One day.
I mean, your paint quality's probably almost got us there.
Mm-hmm.
My paint quality is probably why we're not there yet.
Wow.
But one day. Oh, let's see. We've got a Dazrock.
Oi!
Mr. Greaves and a Garrett Oakley.
Wow.
That's my favorite Grey Knights player, guys. Got some really awesome people in the chat tonight. Archer says it's been a stressful day, so I'm having a couple of beers. I miss beer.
Beer's good.
I miss beer.
Beer.
So, guys, we normally we like to start off with a hobby update. But before we do that, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone because Freak and I have gotten a lot, and I mean a lot of messages this week asking, "Are Freak and I okay? Are our families okay? How are we holding up in this, craziness that's going on?" So we really appreciate everyone who took the time to check in with us this week.
We're okay. Family's good. Everybody's doing well.
Yep. Same here. Thankfully, I've been blessed to be able to work from home. Again, I had a pretty chill Monday, and the first half of this morning was okay, but for the most part, this week has been pretty banging. Like last night, I honestly didn't stop working until around 7:00 in my house.
Isn't that funny how opposite we are? Because the start of the week, it was just ridiculous. It was crazy. It was absolutely nuts, bonkers, insane, and mental. Because as soon as I get to work, I find out that, the reason why I remember that last stream on Saturday, the reason why they were blowing up my phone is because someone in housekeeping decided that they get mad, and so they're going to take a bottle of cleaning solution and spray the living crap out of an outlet. Yeah, an outlet, electrical. No. And what happened was took the entire building out. The entire building. Those who are on IT, get this. Took out an entire switch. By the way, the area that she did this in was on the second floor. Our server closet is on the first floor. Took out our switch. Took out part of our paging system. Took out our entire UPS backup. A couple of phones. Yeah, that was the start of my week.
So you had to play investigator for the first part of your week, huh?
Oh my gosh, man, and yeah, it was.
I called him up earlier this week. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Investigating video footage," which I know full well from my time in security. That is never, ever, ever a fun job because it's like being on a stakeout, but not getting to go anywhere interesting. Just sitting at your desk, watching people do nothing on camera for days at a time. Because you have no idea when in this time window that they did whatever they did. You got to get that video evidence. It's the most boring type of investigation I have found.
But yeah, we found it. Found the individual.
Execute Commander says, "Happy freaking Friday." Dave says, "That's a metal piece she took out also, or medical?" James Meeks says, "Hey brothers, I got a piece of art of the week I picked out just for you this week, my brother." Cool. Actually, I think both you and a little bit me. I'm not gonna lie because it's AdMech, but it is in that grim dark style you like. So, Running Bear says that's what this virus is all about. Keeping the new rules from us Space Wolf players. Yeah, I'm sure it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy put together by the Tau, damn it.
Yep, I agree. Totally.
Oh, man. Running Bear said, "Yeah, I paid for my book at the local store. I wonder if they will get it, if I'll get it whenever they open."
I'm sure they will, man.
Tough stuff. So, yeah, that's it has definitely been a crazy week. I just like that meme I put up last week. I really was hoping I'd get some stuff painted this week, but I got decals on Brother Kane's 500 points of salamanders, so that's something cool. I had time to do some decals while watching some wrestling this week.
Good on you, man.
That's it. So they just need to be matted down, but first they need to get the mordant earth over their lava bases. So I know I've been saying for 2 weeks now, this week I'm going to finish these salamanders and finish my 3-color challenge marine, and I'll probably move on to the Tau by then. Still sitting on the same salamanders. The same doubled egg.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Dude, I've not been able to do anything except for trying to decompress from the crazy week that I've been having at the hospital. And I've actually been going to bed early, dude. I have not been staying late. Dude, 9:30 is crashing hard. 9:30 p.m. Dude, you know me. I don't get out of bed early. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to make sure that my immune system stays nice and strong. I don't want to lose any sleep because I'm going to the hospital every day. I'm considered essential personnel. So, I have seen
what?
Essential personnel. Just like that. Yeah,
to be fair, granted, most of your work can be done remotely. But the fact that you do work, even though you're in IT, you are in the medical field in general. So I can see. By the way, I saw where our boy Oversoul posted up. He works in the fast food industry, and he posted up how it's another day back to hitting the bricks because he's considered essential personnel. His industry is considered essential personnel, and he's like, "Yeah, back out to risk my body and my health and whatnot." And I just want to take a minute to say, in general, I appreciate anyone in the food industry right now.
Yeah, man.
Because I know, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate everybody who's essential personnel. I appreciate fire, police, medical, especially risking their lives out on the front lines. Right. I appreciate all of them, but then they are getting the brunt of the credit. Yeah. Where I don't think a lot of credit is going right now.
Yeah.
Guys, with grocery shelves wiped out everywhere, I think pretty low key. I think the restaurant workers aren't getting enough credit.
You're right.
Those who are still out there, putting food in our bellies, especially when it's hard to, get a scrap off the grocery shelves right now. Appreciate y'all, coming to work every day and doing what you do. And then, of course, shout out to my industry. Of course, even when people are sick, somebody's still got to keep bad people from coming inside the building. So, shout out to everybody who, is on my team, still out there. I feel a little horrible because I'm not supposed to go anywhere. My management has said that at our level we should be isolated, doing all our work remotely. But I know my people are putting themselves on out in the elements every day. So.
Well, I mean, I started whining too. I was like, man, why do I have to be essential? I could do this stuff from like I told you, I could do stuff from home. I could do it remotely, But the one thing that I was going through the ICU, and one thing I had noticed, guys, let me tell you something. You know who's out there really in the front, going into every one of these rooms? The nursing staff. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm here to support them, then that's cool. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. They're right there in the freaking room, So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop whining. I'm good. I'm okay.
It's fair.
Yep,
it's fair.
Hey, guess who we see there? Is that Malaga War Games? Mac!
That's our man Malaga. Yes, we are okay. Thankfully, we've been blessed. Our families are okay. And, both of us at the moment still have our health.
We don't have the Kung flu.
So racist.
Wait, I'm partially Asian. I can see that.
He's been trapped in the house for a second week already. Loves and kisses boys. Much love to you too, my brother. Garrett, when you were doing the essential personnel, he said, one more time, freak, didn't quite hear you.
I'm essential personnel. There you go. Just for Garrett.
Weather Pig says, g'day. What up, my brother? I'm considered essential medical, but since my team is working from home, I don't have shifts at the moment. Oof. Oh man, that's that, essential adjacent, I guess. I would just say, consider yourself blessed. You don't got to put yourself in the mix, my man. Archer says he works for an ISP with an internet with a shelter-in-place order, and he's still stuck working. Oof, that's rough.
I get it, brother.
Although thankfully, you'll be the brunt of it will be taken away from you, so that'll be good. Running Bear says only time I've been out of the house this week is take the trash out. Yeah, for me, just walking Commander. That's about it. Although, about time for me to go scouting tomorrow to see if I can raid some of the grocery shelves. See what kind of scraps I can get.
Actually, it's not too bad. I mean, Mrs. Freak actually has been doing some shopping, and they do the pickups, but they still have food in the shelves. Like we went to, Brickshire, and they were open. They had plenty of stuff. Yeah.
And I was thinking about that earlier. That is definitely one of the upsides to being in a more remote area. My brother Darklight was sending me pictures from, his grocery store of choice, where he is, and it's just shelves look like barren, like straight up barren. I'm just like, and of course the cooler section, any kind of meat, all the bacon is gone, all the meat is gone. I mean, if it once thought about being meat, like those pre-packed crab cakes you get in the seafood part of the freezer that no one ever buys, that was wiped out.
Wow.
It's just all kinds of meat products have been wiped out at that store for a while. Just because my brother says they're getting double the amount of pallets in that they get of stock to put out. It's just as soon as they put something out, though, it's just like termites, What we got? Amazon has been so crazy, it's like Christmas all over again. Go to the Asian store, they have everything. No, I get the logic.
Malaga says, "Hola, guapos." that was.
I need you to translate, brother. I need you to translate.
Hello, handsomes. Ha 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 ha.
All right, so
that was the translation.
Do you have any kind of hobby update? Like, obviously, I know you haven't done any
I do.
Painting. Or
I actually do. Right? A little hobby.
Oh, you do?
I do. Not so much as painting because I have not touched that. My dry erase board fell and it fell on top of everything. It's still sitting there. I've not been over there, dude. I'm serious. I have had very little motivation, very little to do anything because when I get home, I just eat, spend time with the wife, and then just try to decompress for like an hour and then go to bed. That's been and I'm on call this weekend, so But no, I tell you what though, I will say thanks to Running Bear, little shout out to Running Bear. I've been watching some of his let's plays, and he's actually starting it out. This is new to him, but his let's play on 7 Days to Die had got me so interested in the game. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'll give it a try. So I bought that, and I bought the DLC with it. And oh my gosh, I am absolutely, I love the game. I love it so much. I bought it for Nina chick. She's my gaming daughter, and so every now and then we'll team up and we'll do a co-op, and it was so much freaking fun, man. It is so much. Because I love Rust, but I don't love the D-bags that are in there, because as soon as you spawn, it's like, oh, you're dead. It's like they'll strip your skin and sell it. I don't know. They just weird. But it's kind of like a mixture between Rust and, gosh, I don't know. It's your typical zombie, first players, But still, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. So anyway, so I got to credit Rainy Bear for that. It is a blast. It is a lot of fun. So
that's awesome. I noticed. Okay, so it is the weekend, and I remember that you were able to paint Arjack in a matter of hours. Also for Running Bear, right?
Yes.
Do you think, with that same, it only takes you a couple hours to paint up a single model mindset, you'll be completing your 3-color Marine this weekend?
Actually, yeah. Matter of fact, you and we're still on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's just going to be a Mythos and Freak thing. So I'm just going to, I got to knock out some painting, and yeah, I should be done. Should be done to be able to knock that out tomorrow. So
cool.
I already know what I have. I'm going to do a Termy, and I'm going to take pictures and stuff. So
awesome. In addition to doing my the freaking decals on the salamanders, that is the only thing I've managed to put a little work on. Is I got a headless start on my 3-color Marine right here.
Nice.
Spent one day after work building him and then painting him. It's coming out pretty cool. This is mostly inspired by an Imperial Fist successor called the Phantom Wolves, Shadow Wolves, and they're like a purple and silver kind of color. And of course, like, it looks purplish in this light. This light is actually pretty good, but every time I try and take a picture with my phone, it comes out plum kind of colored. So I don't know. I like how this looks though. The purple and silver looks okay here, and the black helps break it up a little bit. Because I started with Gene Stealer purple, and I think that was the lighter purple. Yeah, Gene Stealer purple, right? And kind of like on my AdMech here, the plan was to go from a dark purple to mid purple to highlight with fluoro pink. And when you mix the purple and the pink, at least on my AdMech models here, you get it's still in the purple kind of spectrum, but it's very nicely highlighted, right? Well, that worked on my AdMech, but of course with the AdMech, I had multiple colors to choose from. So I started with an Imperial Blue to a dark purple into the lighter purple, and then eventually fluoro pink, right? Doing that with that, I thought I could do that with my limited color palette. And just darken down the bright purple that I have here with black. I was like, that'll make sense, right? Turns out that's not the case. When you add black to Gene Stealer purple, it just goes into the plum spectrum. And so I was not happy with that. So I ended up coloring back over the whole thing with, mostly Gene Stealer purple, leaving some of the shade behind. And then instead of pushing the contrast on the dark side, ended up pushing the contrast on the brighter side, and that's how I got to where I am right here, which I'm honestly a lot happier with because it looks less maroon, I guess. It's back to reading mostly purple now.
All right.
And with the silver, it doesn't look bad, but it's definitely not. It's definitely not that like my AdMech, you know. So also, I told Kaiju like 2 weeks ago. Well, not just Kaiju. I've had a couple of people ask me now to do a showcase on my AdMech because always talk about it being my best painted army, but I have not put up any AdMech content in a little while, in a long while. So people said, "Man, we'd love to see your AdMech. You know, could you do a showcase?" And the very last person that asked was Kaiju, and I was like, "You know what? I'm going to work sometime next week to crank out a showcase."
Right.
And then all this crap hit, and man, I just
Yeah.
have not had time to do any videos.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, it's funny though. I've just to kind of tell everybody what I'm planning to do. Like I say, it won't. I don't think it'll take me long to do it. So my three colors are going to be yellow, white, and red, and of course black. So I'm going to try to do a kind of similarly to what I normally do with my red and brown mix. You know what I'm talking about? Where I kind of undercoat first my shading and my non-metallic look. I'm going to do that with black. This is going to be so weird. I've never done that before. To actually use black as the undercoat, as the shading. So it's going to be really interesting how it turns out because I'm going to paint yellow. I'm going to do an Imperial Fist and see what happens. So it'll be pretty interesting.
That is going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what you do with the limited color palette because I know yellow can be a challenging color to paint.
Yep.
However, you got a little bit of experience under your belt, so
yeah, it's going to be fun. I love it. I can't wait. So I'm really looking forward to working on it tomorrow. So
very nice, very nice.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the only real hobby I've done. You know, no. Of course, Archer, our brother, started Final Fantasy a couple weeks ago, and so he has surpassed the level of my Dark Knight now. But I had gotten on my Dark Knight to have a lower level character that I could hang out with him on, which he has done a phenomenal job both leveling and going through the story and has blazed right past me. But I've been enjoying Dark Knight so much that I've been still putting levels on him. So I think I'm either level 37, 38 now. So
what's Mark now? What's Archer now? Archer, what level are you now? I'm curious because I need to get back in there and join them. And help them out.
Man, it's like you mentioned the 3-color plus black and Spud appears in the chat.
Oh no,
it's
dude,
like
he's
saying Blood Mary 3 times.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm serious. Bloody Mary, Blood Mary, Spud, and all of a sudden the gauntlet's down.
The gauntlet is down.
And he says he demands that people like this video. We got 16 viewers and 9 likes. And we're up to 11 now. So getting some people to smash that like button. That's awesome.
Smashing it. It's the gauntlet.
We got the Nerd Life over here. It's a Richard.
It's a Richard.
Who also has 7 Days to Die, but on Xbox, and it's hella fun.
It's a great game. I'm really impressed.
Oh, we got our man Beast and Brushes. Oh man,
dude,
it's always good to see you.
We got a good show.
You know, I've been a fan of Beast and Brushes. I haven't seen videos in a while, but I remember his response to Richard's "Pie Yourself in the Face" giveaway challenge. Still remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too. I was blowing shaving cream out my nose for a long time.
I remember Beast and Brushes' response.
Oh, okay.
I remember our response.
Yeah, man. I mean,
you know, it's funny. Most of our early videos are so damn cringy, but I really enjoy doing those.
That was pretty funny.
Those pie in the face videos.
Yeah, because I mean, you didn't go straight. You went up and held it like. Oh my gosh, that was.
Oh man! Oh hey, we have a kaiju in the shorts. Awesome.
You gotta have a kaiju.
Nerd Life says my main place is 2 buildings over from a swimming hole, and I have an endless supply of water. Nice.
There you go.
Brother Thomas says paint. What the hell is that? Oh man, I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Although Tailworks finally found the conversion bits for his Black Wolf, so I think he's back on the conversion game.
Oh, good on you, bud.
Brother Spud says, hello, everyone, you sexy beasts. The gauntlet is down. Weather Pig says, I'm painting up some nasty monsters. Kaiju, I hope to make you proud.
Wow.
Super Weather Pig, that is. Only 2 days to go before the challenge is over.
You got this. I ain't scared. Nice card. You know why? Because the gauntlet.
At Mythos looks like Soul Drinker
The
S.
gauntlet
Oh,
is down.
I don't even know who the Soul Drinkers are. I'm gonna have to check them out. I swear, mentioning the 3-color challenge is like a Spud signal in the air. Oh, Kaiju had the very similar joke. For all of you that are hard up for our gaming of 40K, my local group is doing a tournament on top of Tabletop Simulator from Steam. It's a great way to get a game. I really want to get that, and I saw it was $20 on Steam, but unfortunately, so my wife and I, we each got some hobby money this week, and I'd already spent mine by the time I saw that Tabletop Simulator was $20. But I'm definitely gonna have to get that at some point so I can get in some 40K while we're on lockdown. So I'm starting to go through withdrawals.
$20, I may pick it up.
Huh? Oh, and my wife is easily bribed, so I might be able to get it. I need to pay rent first. That's got to be the first thing. I need to pay rent.
It's like, hey, we're homeless, but hey, tabletop.
Rennie Bear said, "Oh yeah, no, I got that one." Beastie Rush is maybe you can change the camera configuration on your phone. Maybe you can move some parameters. I'll have to take a look. The thing is that unless someone does it for me, like Freak showed me how to do all this Vegas stuff and the OBS stuff, unless somebody does it for me, I'm a lot like Dr. Grant when it comes to technology.
What's the complaint? What are they fussing about? What are they saying? Is something wrong with the image? Or?
No. The camera. When I was mentioning how every time I try and take a picture of this guy with my phone, he comes out looking all, super bright and just overly bright and plummy.
Oh,
I can't get like on the camera here. This camera in this lighting, he looks purple, right?
Right.
But when I go to take a picture of him on my phone, it comes out all. Where's my phone? There it is. I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
I mean, you can put it up on the screen.
Okay.
But yeah, when I take a picture of my phone, it doesn't look right. It looks it's like pretty much glowing.
Oh wow. Let's see.
And the way it's glowing kind of blows out all of my shades and highlights into one glowing mass. Like the glowing ones from Fallout?
Yes. Yeah, jeez. Okay, so let me put this up so you guys can see it. I
3-color challenge plus black.
Yeah.
I guess that's not so
That's
bad.
not
On my phone,
bad.
it looks horrible.
No, it doesn't look bad. That's a good shot.
And I think once I put am done with everything and matte varnish everything down, that'll also reduce some of the glowiness.
Right. And then of course when you put the detail, that's just gonna really tamper it down some. So.
Also, I'm regretting going with silver instead of gold. Of course, gold would put me into Emperor's Children territory, but the silver is almost a little hard to see against the purple. Either I shouldn't have used silver, or I should have gone with like Vallejo silver, the brightest silver. Lead Belcher, I think, is not giving me the pop I need, but I chose my colors. I gotta make do, right? So also, in addition to my 3-color challenge, because I can never, for some reason, if people tell me I can do whatever I want with the base, I always go crazy. So I'm also painting up this guy, and not even though the base can be anything, I've kind of imposed my own rule upon myself. But I'm painting up a half of a marine here, and this marine is also going to be in the same 3 colors that I declared for this guy. Same 3. So the basing material doesn't necessarily have to be. The basing can be anything. I've chosen to impose the 3-color rule on this guy here. And what I'm going to do is I've done this up for the base because I have to be extra, right? And so I've got this guy who's going to be sitting here, and I'm going to do him up with Lead Belcher and some black wash like an Iron Warrior. He's going to be peeking up through here, and I'm going to put water effects in the bottom, so it'll be like he's peeking up through the water. And then this guy, who's in an actiony pose, will be leaping off this little cliff here into the water on him, with his axe and sword raised high to jump on him. So I've got a dynamic base going
So
on.
they're gonna frolic.
No.
Oh,
I don't know what kind of frolicking you're into with axes and swords, but I mean, I don't kink shame. You know,
so it's almost like
that's your kink.
now Marco Polo leap in the air.
But yeah, that's my idea. So I'm hoping it'll come out pretty cool. Although looking at the height, I probably should cut him a little shorter. No, he might be all right. Anyways,
Poor Stubby.
let's see. Wolf Wraith. We got a Wolf Wraith in the chat. Took a plunge and started a 30K army. Nice. Been wanting to do one forever, but managed to get a few little bits to get something together. Which Legion? Going Salamanders with all the flamers. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Those Assault Marines are always losing their heads. Yeah, I always paint my helmet separately and then put them on the body. And just because I already felt like my model was so bright with the purple and silver, I decided to do black for the helmet. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to highlight him with the restricted palette. I think the Gene Stealer purple won't show up well enough, but I might try with that anyways. If that fails, I'll just go back over it with black and then highlight with lead belcher and then black glaze over it. So that way at least some of the highlights from the silver will poke through. Let's see. That looks cool. I can see the gradient from purple to black. Oh man, I'm so glad you can see it. That's really, I spent a while airbrushing that. I was really hoping that would come through. I don't see them often either, Mark. So time for my second fave Legion to get a little love. What's your first favorite Legion? Archer says Pyroclasts. I always love reading about Pyroclasts in the 30K books. Bringing Flamers and Melta. And piss on your infantry and armor. Is there any other way, Archer? Let's see. Will you face the water marine away from the jumping guy like a surprise attack? I'm not going to because he's got his double pistols up in the. I've got a model with double pistols up in the air. It's probably going to be hard to see. Check my camera real quick. But yeah, he's got double pistols kind of up in the air. So I'm kind of got a little Deadpool kind of style. He's going to be aiming kind of up at the guy coming down on him. So that's my plan. So it's going to be will a bullet hit home before the guy lands on him with axe and sword? We'll see. Also,
kind of looks like he's got his arms open like, come on, I'll catch you.
Also, I just realized I have both of them dual wielding, but I subconsciously try and make everything dual wielding whenever I can in video games. So it probably is no surprise that this is no different. A good color to highlight for black is blue or dark blue. It really pops. Exactly. But since this is 3 colors plus black, I've got either my purple, my fluoro pink, or my lead belcher. Now, what I am going to do is for the black helmet on the purple guy, I think I'm going to do lead belcher in both eyes to get that silver. And then I'm probably going to put a dab of fluoro pink in each eye to give it kind of that lens effect.
Very nice.
Blood Ravens. Oh, right. Of course. How could I ask such a silly question? Of course, Blood Ravens are your first fave. So you're secretly 1,000 Sun. Hey, sometimes that's the rumor. Unfortunately, Dark Knights can't dual wield. You're right. Oh, the challenge. Sorry, you've got it solved then. I always make a hammer and shield character even in D&D. Those are very cool. I'm playing a new paladin. Not paladin. A new cleric going Mason Shield right now. So I'm absolutely loving that. All right, and I think that is our hobby update this week. Actually, a lot more than I expected because it felt like I got very little hobby time in this week. But when I started reporting in on everything I've done, it's
been a busy bee.
It's a little hobby progress.
Not too bad.
I have to say, just simply glossing down all those salamander models I've been working on for forever, and finally getting the decals on them makes them feel that much closer to finished.
You feel like you're getting burned out?
On salamanders?
Yeah. Because I remember I did. I didn't want to see green for a long time.
I'm only doing 500 points where you were doing like a whole Dreadnought army. I feel like I have it in me to do more salamanders.
Yeah.
However, I'm feeling like I really want to get back to other projects. I want to start cranking out some of these Tau Feroxes.
Yeah.
You know, I've got some of my stuff that's like, you know, I got new shinies in the mail. Richard put together those Centurions for me and a Victor Warsuit for me.
True.
Plus, you guys mind if I make you sick with a little blurry camera?
Go for it, you know.
This is the most unprofessional thing to do, I feel like, on live streams, but I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
So, the beautiful, lovely Lily bought me a special hobby set of shelves. Don't look at all my boxes of junk, guys. So, over there, I've been moving some stuff and clearing some boxes. And so, I've got my White Scar shelf over here. The start of my Stormcast. Over there is the Salamander stuff for Brother Kane, and eventually once I give Kane his models, that's going to be all AdMech. And then over there, I have 3 shelves of Space Wolves over there. So I've spent some time organizing that. But in doing so and coming across like really wanting to fill out my shelves and all the stuff that I'm, I have in my queue to work on, I'm like, man, I really want to fill out some of those shelves with some of those cool projects coming up. Oh, also, I bitched a lot to Brother Freak last week, but I was working on a little bit on that Contemptor because, again, I was trying not to work on Kane stuff while watching wrestling because I figure if I'm watching something like wrestling and I stop paying attention and I mess something up, at least I'm messing up my stuff rather than somebody else's, right? And I did. I got so mad. Let me go get it.
Oh boy.
Again, super unprofessional.
Yeah, let me get the music straight here because it's gonna be it's gonna happen here.
All right, Freak. What's the hardest part of painting white?
Everything.
Once you learn to do smooth blends, the hardest part is all the shit that goes around it.
Yep, misstrokes. Those are bad.
So here I am, doing up my Contemptor, and I've just had misstroke after misstroke. And I made the mistake here, and Freak had a good laugh at me because this is some real noobish stuff here. But I had a misstroke with the gold. And like most misstrokes, if you clean your brush off and wet it, usually you can wipe up that paint real quick before it dries, right? But with metallics, that is the wrong freaking idea. But I panicked because I had this big streak of gold on my model. And I think it's even showing up on camera, which is how bad of a mess I made.
I do see it.
So
Bloody hell.
This nice white blend down here with all this Space Wolf gray shading. It is all smeared a nice yellow-brown smear all over his abdomen here. And oh man, I was so pissed. I literally almost crushed my Contemptor model. I was so pissed at myself because it's starting to come together, y'all. I got the gradient on the knee pad going down into the, from the almost black up top down into the red. I got the gradient. I spent quite a while trying to put that gradient on the cloth there. I've got the gradient on the Power Fist here. Get a good angle for it. Yeah. It's a little shiny, but yeah, you can see it's kind of darker back there.
Yeah.
Fades to lighter red up front. I've been working on gradients and stuff like that. I love stuff like this here, where you've got the red bordered by that really dark basilicanum gray, nice and edged out that way. So I did panel lining on all this guy, and to just mess it up with just misstroke after misstroke, because I've blended so many layers of different colored grays together to make a white. I can't just go back in and slap some more white paint in here and just say it's fixed, right? gotta. I don't know how to put all the tones together to make it match the layers of airbrushing to make this original tone here in the midsection. That's at least 3-4 layers right there.
3.
I don't know how to. You guys ever like put a mess? Got something on your wall, and you try to clean it up. You got some cleaner or whatever, and you wiped it up, and it got too clean. Like you had a spot of white on your wall, around off white all around it. I feel like if I try to fix that, that's what's going to happen. And I can't because I'm already painted in all the extra details. I can't just go in and blast gray again, because then I'm going to obscure all that detail. So I really am not sure how I'm going to fix this. So I'm really frustrated with myself over it. And so I'm at the point where I'm probably just going to push through and finish the bottle and then be unhappy with the model. If you guys have any idea how I can fix that, though, without messing up my smooth, buttery blends there, y'all let me know.
Try a little wet blending. Like very, very thin, and
I mean, I can wet blend, but unless I match the exact layer underneath it, that is comprised of 5 or 6 layers already, then it's still going to look off. It's going to look like, I don't know. I think it's going to look like the clean spot on the wall.
Glaze it. Yeah, exactly. I'm saying glaze it. And all do is go as very thin as you can. That's how I've had to fix a lot of my stuff.
Fix everything with typhus corrosion. Yeah, this is all just rusted in the stomach. Oni says, white is easy.
Freaking Oni.
Let's see.
Battle damage.
Burnout on salamanders equals an A+ pun. If you was allowed to have a beer with any 40K character, who would it be?
Any 40K. Thorn.
Okay. At first, my first thought would have been, man, it would be such an honor to have a throwback of a Meowd with Russ, of course, But then I don't know. I feel like I've got a little too much, respect there. I think it would be I don't know if I could just have a beer and hang. You know who would be a really just fun person to have a beer with, though? Lucas. Lucas the damn trickster. If anyone's actually read any of the lore or the books on Lucas, I mean, the guy's got a heart of gold, but he's genuinely all about either intentionally getting on the nerves of the authority or, looking out for people, bringing up morale, that kind of stuff. He embraces his fate, and he says there has to be a trickster every generation. So really, he's a pain in the ass, but deep down, he's a pain in the ass, for the good of the team.
The devil that you know.
Yep. Yeah, just use some typhus corrosion and call it rust. Cakewalk. Yellow, cakewalk. White, easy. Just glaze it. Man, Oni's got all the answers. I'm just going to have
him come over here
man.
And fix my models. Yep. Yeah, I think he could do it from his house. He could just wave his hand and it'll be fixed.
I think my final answer is going to be Lucas, just because Lucas seems like he'd be badass to have a brew with. What about you, brother? Who would you have a beer with?
I have thought about Lysander, but I think Lysander's he's a stiff. Lysander is really a major stiff. I don't know. I think what about Dorn? Would he be chill enough to? I don't know. He'd probably slap it out my hand. Like, no, I'm like, okay,
get back to work.
It's like, just wanted to have a beer with you. Get back to work, you heretic. I'm like, okay, now I'm a heretic. Okay, sorry. So I don't know. I mean, I know who. Chaplain Emo. Yeah, because he's always looking for a friend. So
that's awesome.
Chaplain, you like some company? I suppose. You know, I'd be like, it's like the whole Eeyore, you know. If you must, you know, like, all right.
The original Crimson Fist, Pollux.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you know that book I sent you a while back with the Crimson Fist and Alexis Pollux?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got to read it sometimes. Pollux is so cool.
Yep.
And I've come across another story for Pollux
Hmm.
that at first I was like, man, I don't know how much I care about this story. But then the story got better, and then Pollux happened to be in it. And he wasn't a huge part of the story, but it was still cool.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I'd like a beer with Bjorn. Seems like he would have some great stories. Yeah, but he's at that temperamental age right now where I'm not sure he'd share those stories.
Yeah, he'd be telling you to get off his lawn.
Shut up and let me sleep.
Right?
Okay.
Right. Get off my lap. Whoa, okay. You know, it's hard to talk to you when I'm down all the way to the ground, so I needed to climb up here. So.
You know, I'd have to say that I'd love to, you know, sit and have a.
Oh yes, definitely Gavi. Oh, that would be a good one.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my.
All
wow.
right.
Okay, dude.
I'm gonna ignore that second answer.
Or something.
And I'm
Yeah.
that first one Archer just won this round.
Yes. Yeah, definitely Gabriel Loken, dude.
Oh man, be careful at work tomorrow, my brother. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, for real, dude. But even in that, gosh, dude.
You know what? If we're gonna go from that group right there, though, if we're gonna go with the Mournival,
yeah,
even Loken, I love Loken. He's such an honor-bound guy, but he's a little bit of a stiff too.
He is. I like.
But his buddy Torgaradon.
Yeah.
Torgaradon's a bit of a smartass. I would love to have a beer with Torgaradon.
Gosh, I don't know, dude. I mean,
I don't know, guys. The Sevatar, the Night Lord's a little bit too freaky for me to hang with, guys. I just don't think I'm dark enough. Poor Torgi. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, Archer, I think wins that one though.
Yep, you got it. I like it. Yep. I gotta listen to the series again. That's a great book. Those are great books.
It really is.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Freak, I got to send it to you. If you haven't seen it yet, I haven't seen it yet because Tiff and I keep trying not to spoil it for each other. But they've released a new trailer for the next Dresden Files book. An actual video trailer.
A video trailer, really?
Yeah. So,
Send it,
pretty
please.
cool. Pretty cool. One of my
Send it,
favorite
please.
series in the world.
As is mine. Yeah, I can't wait, dude.
All right, bro. So that is our hobby update. Shall we go on to whatever's next?
Yeah. What might that be?
Could be a couple of things. Could be a Chaplain Emo. Could be when you talk about our main topic, we can do some art of the week, whatever y'all.
Or pay bills?
A little early in the show to pay some bills, but we can do that if you like.
I'll tell you what.
Pull my list here.
Yeah, let's do. Well, no, you know what? Because I kind of like waking people up towards the end, you know. Yeah, so it kind of, everybody's kind of sleepy. It's like, all right, this is winding down, and then you get all excited, yell in their faces. No, I like that. Let's do that. Let's just wait till later. So, no, let's do either emo or art of the week, my man.
Art of the week.
All right.
Oh, hey, real quick before we do art of the week, can I ask a quick art question?
Yeah.
Get your opinion and the opinion of some of these beautiful people in the chat.
Absolutely.
So this model here, and it's all gold right now, just because I didn't know what color I wanted it to be. And at first I didn't realize that they were something different. But there are some tassels here, like, looks like, I don't know, horsehair or something like that coming down here, around the ankle. And a couple of tassels here and here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what color quite I want to do the tassels in, because I don't want to do anything that's going to be too vibrant and break up this, red, white, and gold, pop effect, right? Because, you add in too many colors, you get kind of a muddled effect, right? But I don't want it to just blend in and be a non-factor, right? So a couple of things I was thinking of is, sometimes in like Chinese art and stuff like that, or even if you look at Chinese weaponry, there's like the little tassels at the end of the sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they come in red silk, yellow silk, or sometimes purple silk, And I was like, purple silk might be vibrant, but it might be too it might be too bold of a color, might detract attention away from what's going on here. Yellow, I thought might be a good option, some yellow silk kind of tassels.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, is that going to blend in with the gold too much? Is it going to even be noticeable? What are your thoughts as a painter?
Honestly, I thought of that when my God, I still have to send this to this poor man. But Chaplain Emo, he's got that same cord in the back of his robe, and it's pretty lengthy. And I did it solid white, bright white, and I added a very light, wash of blue. And it goes right into the recesses, but you got to make sure it's clean, because the white has to go through, and I think it'll actually come through really nicely, because the bright white will kind of stand out. But as long as you do the little bit of washing, I use army painted wash for that, like the light blue. It'll get inside the recesses, and the white will stand out. So just something to kind of
white blue.
Yeah, practice on something else, but yeah, just kind of, like I said, make it bright white, and then do a nice little wash.
Okay. To answer your question, kaiju, they look to be
that's clean.
Almost like a horsehair kind of material for the tassels.
Yeah.
And I think most especially here on these ones, right there. Again, they seem.
So
to
is
be,
it the tassels that you're trying to paint, not the ropes? I'm sorry, I'm mistaken.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, the ropes are leaving gold. It's just the tassels.
Yeah.
Yes.
The tassels can almost look like horsehair if you want.
Yeah, I was afraid if I did like a brown, it would just brown against the gold
lost,
just would be a brownish blob.
What's the color wheel say? Right.
You're asking an amateur, sir.
Hey, let's ask the guys. I mean, I'm sure somebody's got a color wheel. All right, so what's your main colors there for sure? You got white,
red, white, and gold.
Red, white, and gold. Anybody got the color wheel to kind of help get an offset on that, guys?
Pretty sure the color wheel opposite of white is.
So they're throwing up there. They said red or purple. Purple, actually, that's not a bad idea. That's not bad, because it'll complement the red. Like a nice royal purple. I don't know.
Okay, so
like a light gray.
One vote for purple, and then we'll vote from Kaiju saying
gray,
light, like a wolfy pelt.
Yeah. That's...
If I use like a wolf gray, I might get a little bit of that gray color in there, but also some of that light blue, like you were talking about.
Yep, just kind of
Go for like a blue gray. That's not a bad idea.
That's actually really good.
Combining your idea and this idea, and then
yep, like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Chocolate and peanut butter put together. Sorry. Yeah, blue gray.
Kaiju likes the idea. Blue gray would look good. I think.
Second that emotion.
Cool. Got some teamwork making the dream work.
Yeah. Because you know why? I'm essential face of them. Welcome.
God. So I'm sure you guys have seen the thumbnail tonight. I asked Freak. I said, "Hey, I grabbed one of our old pics with him making a silly face because I really like that pic." And I'm like, hey, I'm going to do a thumbnail. You got this silly picture of your face around somewhere? And I guess he didn't find it because he sent me a bunch of Snapchat pictures of him being a goober. I'm like, you know what? You're a dork, but I'm using it. So.
You know what? We're doing Art of the Week, so I'll show you some of those. Yeah,
That third one, though, I immediately deleted it off my messenger. I'm like, I didn't want to do that thing.
Why?
You know why.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. All right, this is Art of the Week. Yeah, had a little bit of that. Okay, this is the one that we use for the thumbnail. Yeah, and then this one here. Yeah, you know, there's so many.
Oh
things
my god, that one's nightmare material.
I mean, it's staring into your soul, dude. I think, you know what? How about, little baby me crying, Oh, I don't know. That'd have been pretty cool.
We're gonna have to save that one for something. Like after a baby one, we'll have to save after like a Space Marine that comes out or something. Another one.
I know you just love me for my body.
Thomas says, "What soul?" Running Bear says, "You've never looked better, freak."
Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know what got into me, but I was in a mood there. So since we're during the Art of the Week, I guess we can jump in there. Wow, what
Art of the Week it is.
Oh my god. Okay. Let me get it set up here. Oh, my eyeball itches. Oh no, Corona. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah, they had some pretty good entries tonight. Me likey.
Oh yeah. Although I have to say, I know with all the craziness, we definitely haven't gotten as many Art of the Week submissions, which is cool because there's always amazing people out in the community. We can go,
true that.
Find some art to throw up.
Yep. So this is done by Benji33.
Yep, this one was sent by Brother Thomas.
Very nice. Me likey. And this right here, I saw it when who was it? Archer that posted it, or who? Somebody posted it. I thought it was amazing.
Archer.
Yeah. Good.
How do we submit models, lads? Bunch of different ways that. Would you like me to take those too? You worked on. You put out today on the Chilling Wargamers Discord. I can grab those.
Do it.
But typically, somebody just sends them to me either in a messenger or in an Instagram, or sometimes we get them emailed to us in Discord. Sending them to me in Discord is a great way as well.
Yeah, this is.
You want me to snag your 2 completed models, my brother?
This is insane.
All right, who did this? What was the name?
This is Lassie Palomaki. 40K Converters Kit Bash Carnage, baby. Lassie Palomaki.
This is an amazing conversion.
My goodness. So let me see if I can get to see here. This is just crazy, dude. There's so much. Oh my god. Okay.
Spud says he's just a noob, but I've seen
Whatever.
he paints better than me. I don't feel comfortable just calling him a noob.
No, he's like he's like a pool shark. He's like, oh yeah, come play me. Yeah, I'm really not that good. He'll blow off 2 or 3 games, then he'll come back and destroy you.
I mean, although I can understand why he might say something like that, being that he hangs out with Elstonation and Goldfish of Justice.
Yeah, anybody that hangs around with those guys, I mean, you feel so inferior. Like, come on. Jeez.
Gosh, I love the way the flames, just like the light catches on all the robes and stuff like that. I mean, it actually looks like the bottom of the robes are burning.
Yeah. But, the crazy psycher, man. He's like, about to dispense some indiscriminate justice.
Imagining Dragon Ball Z when Jace does his super move and goes, Fireball!
Dude, this is gorgeous.
I wonder what that spear is from. That looks like it fits the Psyker perfectly as like a force staff or whatever.
Dang, dude. Look at his boots. Look how glowing and red. Gummit.
Meandering Shade, Judge Gudge, Crimson Painter. Crimson Painter real good too. Which Crimson Painter studying with Goldfish of Justice, so of course, definitely. He's studying with the right person to put him on the path of awesomeness.
Of course.
That spear is just a brass rod, freak.
What? A brass? Are you serious?
That's what Archer says. That's awesome. I wonder what the bit at the tip is. Just the tip.
Just the tip. I like that game.
Everyone's favorite game, right, babe? Babe?
Oh wow.
Yeah, the Chilling Wargamers group is definitely full of some legendary people. Highly, highly recommend them.
Dang, dude, I could just stay with this for hours. But maybe I like fire, So.
I really love how that fireball is done. I think about adding flames to a sword or something like that once in a while, and just the thought process to sculpt flames just seems beyond my understanding.
And I have to apologize ahead of time, because my brain just immediately went for, he looked like I had a really bad night at Taco Bell. Okay.
Why? Why? Like what? Why? That was totally unrelated.
No, I mean, look, Taco Bell, just, dude, he just incinerated whatever's down there, and he's just blasted. All right, never mind. Sorry.
Don't understand. Brother.
Sorry.
I just don't understand.
Sorry. It's toilet humor, Mythos. You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't.
He's like taking off like a rocket. Never mind. Just never mind. Okay. Just ignore me. It's what you do the best anyway. So. Oh, this is cool. So this is the. This is what he actually underpainted it with. Oh my gosh, bro.
Gosh. The skill to sculpt those flames, though.
So it looks like he actually took a little, like he said, that brass rod, and he glued the bits on each end.
Oh man,
You see that?
Oh, so Hellwork says those flames would have come from another direction. See, somebody gets your kind of feeling.
Oh man, so this when I saw this, this was my reaction. Yeah, because but gosh, okay, so they did a great job doing. Not only did they do the shading, kind of like pretty much like what you did, Mythos, But they took it a step further and they did some scorch marks, where it got some laser hits and damage and things like this. Is beautiful. And
yeah, it's extremely well done.
yeah, and this is a level of canopy painting that I eventually want to get into, where the whole canopy, you can see it's painted. I like that. I would have gone with a little darker, but I would have left that lighter towards the end like that. I think that's great, but I definitely would. I like that. I really do. That's really cool looking. Let's see, top down. That's gorgeous. That is just gorgeous.
You guys know I have a deep love for the symmetry, and I know they're tribal marks. They're not supposed to be symmetrical, but like I just have this thing about symmetry, and I'm just like, oh, the symmetry, it's killing me.
But see, man, this is beautiful work, man. Yep. I love that. That's gorgeous. There was a game that I used to play way back in the day called Descent Free Space, and some of the ships that you would fly would be that. It was one of the first player flyers, if you will, that had almost like an open world feel, but in space. And that's what some of the ships you would fly looked like. It's really cool. All right, so this one's here. Let's let it catch up here. Hang on. Okay, this is by Correctamundo Brushworks.
Correctamundo.
Thanatar.
Okay. Oh, even though their Xiphon is better than mine, I get extra points because mine is based. Just saying.
Wow. You had to throw that one in for free, huh?
I had to. All of us got to be petty sometimes.
Mm-hmm. That looks so cool.
That is fantastic. This is one I was saying. I threw in because I like Admech, but also I threw it in for Brother Meeks because I know he loves that grim dark kind of style. And just the full weathering and whatnot. It just has that feel, man. That realism. This is like a model railroad guy's, take at a Warhammer model. I think
it looks like a Big Daddy. It reminds me of.
Yeah, it's got that vibe.
Yeah.
Oh man. Chilling Wargamer says, when I get older, I want to be like you guys. Well, you're already a better painter than me, brother.
I don't know what you mean by that. I don't.
I mean, I can see something.
Here it goes. Here it goes. Old jokes. What?
No. I was just saying that you're already you are also a better painter. I could see someone wanting to aspire to be like you.
I don't know about that, dude.
I just run my mouth a lot during the stream. That's what I got. That's what I bring to this.
You bring the knowledge. You bring the knowledge.
Year one of Frosted Fists. I said it. Actually, we used to joke about it. Freak brings the painting talent and ability, and I get to run my mouth a lot on the channel. That's what I do.
Hey, dude, you don't want me to run my mouth. I will destroy this channel. God.
Oh my God! The number of times that I've had to say no, Freak, we're not like
right. Right. Oh, you mean like the clap? No, Freak.
No, Freak.
Nothing at all like the clap. Oh. No. Not like the clap, but similarly, maybe. No, not even remotely, Freak. Oh. Can I go?
Oh man!
Can I go play outside then? Yes, Freak. You can go outside. Don't play in traffic, Freak. Okay.
Spud says, just to be beautiful and knowledgeable. Well, we do work at Chippendales.
That's right. I was going to say, it's hard work being that good, baby.
All right.
This one's from Camera Carver.
Camera Carver. I really enjoyed showing a brilliant dragon on the screen last week, so I had to bring another one this week, and this one definitely fit the bill.
I
You guys
love
know
dragons.
I'm partial to the blue and white, and I just thought this was an amazing dragon.
See, this
Like
is
the crystals on the bottom too.
yeah, I love that. But see, this is what I was telling you about Mythos. Like that look on that tassel. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm kind of thinking. Like right that with a little bit of blue on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Where it. I think that would look really cool. Anyway.
The tassels.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
I thought you said castle at first. I'm like,
the cat.
I don't remember us.
Castle.
I remember us talking about any castles.
You remember the castle we were playing?
Papa Freak, have you taken your meds?
Dirtbag.
But I'm your dirtbag brother.
Yeah. It's all right. When I'm old and freaking gray, I'm already gray, but when I'm like super, super old and yeah, you know, I'll have to actually wear Depends. I'm going to stroll in while we're doing our live stream, bend over, yell, Mythos, wipe me. Yep.
We've gone to a weird place.
Yeah, I think we did. We might have lost. Yep, we probably lost a couple of people.
We didn't even need Zane's help to get to the weird place.
No, I got a feeling that'll go straight to Hub.
I mean, Zane was trying. I see him in the chat.
Yeah. But, you know, Zane, you know, he works hard. He's a hard-working guy. You know, he tries. You know, it's all about the Benjamins. You know what I mean? All right. Again, this is a nice back shot from this gorgeous score. So it's really interesting how he did the little black slots in there. Let's see.
Yeah, like the darker recesses inside the dragon scales.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a actually better. And what I do like about it, it's not very pronounced. It doesn't look like duct tape. You know, it's actually looks like it's part of the skin, part of the webbing. That is so cool looking.
I agree. I love the individual neck spikes. How they all look like icicles almost.
Right.
You know, starting with a deeper blue and then fading out to the white of each neck spike.
Mm-hmm.
It has a cool like icicle kind of look.
Yeah.
I also like the way, because like there's so much emphasis on the blue and the white, but some of the subtleties on the cool, like if you look at the muscle definition between the shoulder and the bicep, I can't believe I'm talking about a dragon's bicep right now. But if you look like the muscle definition between the shoulder and the bicep, or the shoulder and the neck, there's actually on the cool some real nice subtle shading, you know,
right,
that shows to the you know, a good definition of this muscle.
Right. And here are some of the reasons why we attempt to burn our brushes. One's from Old Average Brit Gaming.
I'm gonna, you know, even though I really enjoy painting up Warhammer models, I need to just at some point bite the bullet and buy some of these, like, you know, dragons from, you know, some of the really nicer Reaper kits, or some of the big legendary dragons from like Atlantis Miniatures or something like that. That would be just really cool. Does Atlantis do dragons? I mean, I'm hung up on their monsters a lot, but we have a subject matter expert on Atlantis, I think, in the chat. He's still awake. Oh man, how does my chat keep following like 5 minutes behind?
Oh,
I asked if Atlantis has dragons. He says, well, hashtag secrets. How about that? They like them apples.
You like apples?
I didn't know. Forget I asked, man. Forget I asked.
I like them apples.
Oh man, that's so this is a really cool decimator. That's what it's called.
Yes.
I got this really cool decimator from our brother Nick over at Old Average Brit Gaming.
Old Average Brit Gaming. Gorgeous, man. Look at that. The highlights. Just freaking insane. And it's so much going on here. It's beautiful. We had more. We need more pics. Just that one's not enough. Now this is absolutely crazy cool. We know who this is from. This is from Brother Sean from Adam's Family Mini Painting. Guy is a
Brother
beast.
Sean. 3-time entry into White Dwarf.
Indeed. Man, just the detail. Now, he's someone that I do aspire to be. I mean, look at this. Super clean work. So very realistic. Amazing light. Just the reflection. Oh, jeez. I mean, guys, great work. Oh. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, Victor Q 76.
If anyone asked, it was Elston in the chat.
Do
Yeah,
what?
we had Elstonation here tonight. No big deal. Did you have any art you wanted me to show off tonight, brother Elston?
Wow, we have the amazing. Should we do the nah, we'll leave it for the last, don't we? The Elstonation. True facts. Okay, so I can't tell if this was done with contrast paints. They were done very.
The Decimator?
No. This is from this one here from Victor Q's.
Yes, me, Elston, will drop you a message on Facebook. I don't know. Because Victor is an incredible painter even before contrast came along. However, I do know that he has been doing a lot of experimenting with mixing contrast into his normal work.
Yeah, it's.
This is a picture of what Spud painted, who is asleep, because this is us. I love it.
Oh my God. This is gorgeous, man. Excuse me. I love these action poses.
The cream kind of color is a perfect match and pop with that
green.
Those green scales.
Yeah, absolutely. And he did a great job bringing the highlights up to the very tips of it.
Because I've seen this kind of thing done a lot, where they want contrasting scales to what the skin tone is, right?
Right.
But sometimes it just doesn't work out, and sometimes it's like clashing. But these, I mean, it really stands out, and pops nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that just looks amazing. Just looks really good. It looks like it's a cavalry set, huh? Look at that. The rider set.
Yep, I really want to get a set of these for my Stormcast, courtesy of brother Oni, and these and the Griff Chargers. I can have 2 different kinds of cavalry units in Stormcast.
That's cool. This one's by Honest Orc.
You can always trust an honest orc.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Wow. Back up here.
Elston just said.
He's so stupid.
Elston just sent me 3 pictures, which he uses while Spud is asleep.
Thank you so much, Elston.
That'll teach him for leaving it unlocked. Man, these are some really good picks. You're such a great guy for sharing Spud's work like this. It's awesome.
Yeah, just don't wake Spud, okay? I heard he's cranky when he's sleeping. You don't wake him up. Waking a bear. Hey, get a Mark-a-Lot and start writing on his face. I don't know.
Don't do that.
Well, I mean, I figured Elston would be the kind of person who would do that, like. Well, he could do that because he's Elstonation. He's got skill, man. He could write here. Elston was here. So just.
Why does that take skill to write? I was here.
Well, because he doesn't want to wake him up.
Anyways, so moving right along.
Where we
some reason my stream keeps lagging behind. So we're on to this really cool Death Watch guy.
Make sure you're all the way up your scrubber. The player.
Yeah, I keep bumping it ahead a few seconds whenever I notice
there you
it's
go.
falling behind.
Onosaur. This is a pretty cool. Just so it's a white scar.
Me and Spud always sleep together.
You know what? If I didn't know any better, Mythos. No, that couldn't be. You think they might be the UK version of Chippendales? I could have sworn I might have seen or heard.
You know,
it's.
If there were, there's probably a UK equivalent.
I think you're right.
Elstonation says Spud is my big spoon. Love it.
Watch Elstonation actually come on. It's like,
oh my god, we need to coin that phrase. That needs somebody contact the Overlord. That needs to go on a Chilling Wargamer shirt.
Chillendales,
yes. Yes, that needs to be a Chilling Wargamer shirt now.
Oh
Chillendales.
my god, Chillendales. Oh my gosh, the UK version of it. That is amazing. Oh man, the Spud and Elston.
Perfect.
Yes. Elston
and it says here that Elston is pretty sure that Spud didn't even know about the dragons. So no way anybody can ever blame him.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right. These are some whips.
Oh god dang it. Okay, yes. So these are some these are some of the ones that aren't painted yet. These are just conversions. They're just some really cool conversions. Crude conversions.
Cool.
And he actually did these on some of his streams, some isolation streams.
Oh, it's
really, really cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Archer says it's high noon. Yep, these are still, as you can tell, gray and green stuff. Yep, that's awesome.
That is so cool.
Of course, he did these while Spud was awake because he's sleeping now.
Right.
We wouldn't want to cause any confusion.
No, not at all. Oh wow. Okay.
He's asleep now, and I'm Elston. I love it. Just in case anybody, had forgotten.
Right. Nobody confused that. Oh, those are gorgeous.
So these are goblins from Foxbox Miniatures. Very cool.
Yeah.
UK Frost and Pit Fist, paint, profits, and a potato.
Here's on the other.
These are just such characterful miniatures, and they've got loads of cool stuff. You could, especially if you want some like very characterful work, just definitely go check out Foxbox.
Very nice, dude. It was very nice of Elston to share some of Spud's work. I do appreciate that.
These are nuts. Elston tells Spud that they're fantastic when he's back from isolation and when he wakes up.
Right. Yeah.
You can't tell him now.
No, don't do it.
I freaking love the amount of character. I love that the one goblin's got like an AK-47.
And
of course,
straddling a rocket.
Not love the one with the pumpkin on his head.
Yeah. It's funny because it reminds me of the goblins from Warhammer. Not Warhammer, or Warcraft. I'm sorry. Where they ride.
Oh yeah.
They ride the rockets like that. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the one riding the rocket. Doesn't that remind you of like every supermarket? Little ride out in front of the store. You put in a quarter.
I don't think that was a ride, Mythos. That was some guy giving out candy. I don't know what
for
you're talking
kids.
about. Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. What riding? Okay.
You know, the little rocket ship rides that you put in a
Oh.
quarter, you try them outside grocery stores.
I
Or in Zane's case, you put it in a quarter and break it trying to ride it.
remember that. I remember that. I used to get seasick.
Huh?
I used to get seasick. I get motion sickness. So as a kid, my mom would toss me in one of those things, and either the horsey or the rocket, and like, you know, vomiting all over the place. So yeah, it wasn't fun for me.
Oh, Zane, I'm not even gonna go there on that one. Anyways. You know,
Okay.
Elston, since
Okay, I'll be back. I gotta go.
man, since you guys are in isolation, well, if we had known you guys would be up this late, man, we could have had, well, you, Elston, would be up this late. We could have had you on tonight. Let's see. Zane says, you're stuck with me, freak, mythos. I mean, I'm not denying that part. I'm just not going to read certain things. Just not going to read certain things. How did I mess up your names? Actually, I think it's pretty easy. People used to mix up which one of us was Mythos and which one was Freak all the time. Freak and I used to have this running gag that we were basically the same person. We don't get those comments as often now. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Shame, Zane. Shame. All right, guys. So I'm currently working on this base for my 3-color marine challenge. Like I said, I want to have an epic base. What are you guys working on in the chat? I figure if I can't paint as well as my competitors in this challenge, at least I can have a cool looking base.
You're all about the space? About the space?
All about that base. Welcome back, good sir.
Thank you. Good to be back. Empty.
So this time it wasn't me. Archer started. Was this back when Jesus was still around, Freak? And then Thomas says, I thought they were rock-operated dinosaurs when Freak was a kid.
Wow. Wow. Well, yeah. We had to actually push them ourselves. There was nothing, no spraying, no nothing. We actually had to.
Kaiju is just finished a master box of zombies and is painting up a Skelly Knight.
Nice.
And Thomas is sculpting.
Very nice.
Thomas says, I'm older than Freak and I remember.
Come on, Thomas. You know I forget everything, dude. That's what I do. I do that.
Oh. Elston says, what are we doing tomorrow night? I have no idea because we are stuck in here. Doing something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I don't have any designated plans. What about you, Freakaliciousness?
The pit over. I did. I gave him some bread and crumbs and threw it in there and said, fight. I don't know. What? I answered you, Zane. I said I had a loaf of bread and I threw it in there and I just said, fight, and then I closed the lid. What you wanted me to do? Is that how we do that? Yeah. Good. Like, what? That's all we need is somebody to come swat me,
Oh God! Did you see Elston?
What did Elston say? What are we missing here?
Oh.
What's going on?
He says, "What are we up to tomorrow night? Maybe me and Spud could do a live stream on your channel." I don't know what your availability is like tomorrow. I'm sure stuck at home, but
yeah, I'll have to see that. I mean, I don't think I have anything really, crazy going on. I'll have to check with the wife though.
Of course.
See what's going on. But
That would be cool.
that would be cool, man. Just
That would be epic, actually.
kind of doing an impromptu,
Yeah. I am so down. You realize we have them ready for Saturday night quarantine stream fight. Oh, are we back to the orphans?
Where's our Smash Captain?
I know Spud is free, just not me. Right? Because you, Elston, probably have to check with the missus too.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, I'll find out and we'll see if we can. I don't know. We might be able to make something happen. That'll be a lot of fun. The only if we have, I'll have to figure that out because it's kind of last minute. I'll have to actually create. I don't have a what do you call it? A template or overlay for 4. I just have 3.
Oh yeah, right.
So that's the only thing I can think of. And I've already planned to work on my paint job, my stuff on tomorrow morning.
Right? Yeah, I mean it's
Never give secrets away. Oh my gosh.
if it fits.
Okay, so what's next, my man?
All right, brother. Well, yes, I need to check as I'm awake and Spud is asleep and never give secrets away. Of course. All right, let's take a look at that next Spudalicious model. Did you already do the conversion with the big flamethrowers on the top?
Which one?
The big flamethrower, the conversion he did with the big flamethrowers on top.
Oh, hold on.
Not Elston, but actually Spud, who's asleep.
Okay. Didn't we show that one already?
Oh, my stream's been behind, so I may just not have seen it.
You talking about the gray model with the flamethrowers on the very top, like on the shoulders?
Yep.
Yeah, we showed.
Yeah, we already covered it.
Yeah.
What's cool about that is that's like a few different models. Because that looks like the smokestacks to a contemptor.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. And of course, there's the troll-looking model, and then the head is actually from a Kroot mount, and he's got it all, just converted up together. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's this bad boy here. I really can't wait to see him completely painted. I mean, these are gonna look pretty awesome.
Well, you got the normal 3 p.m. UK time show for tomorrow. So the UK show we usually do once a month, and last week we did that with Eating Beer. So if we just realized how crazy crooked my camera is. So if we were to put something together, it would have to be last minute putting together. Which, like I said, I'm available. Freak's not sure what all he has going on, but we'll take a look at it, and just if it's possible, of course. I don't want to.
Yeah, it definitely could. Yeah, definitely Kid Bash goodness for sure.
I agree. It's definitely some amazing stuff. Which, I mean, if nothing else, um, well, actually, I think I only have an overlay for one. I don't- Figure something out. We'll figure something out. Make something happen. I don't understand the overlay stuff as well as Freak does, but I can try and make something happen. We'll get something going, but 7 Days to Die, Darkness Falls is calling me after this is done.
Oh man.
Freak, how's your day going? Zane says.
It's going. I'm keeping from falling asleep. It's actually, you're gonna laugh. It's actually past my bedtime. That's it's been all week. So because I've been going to bed around 9:30 every night. So, but yeah, Papa Freak is you know,
Which is
getting
practically right after the early bird special.
old. Wow. Where is that mute button? Yeah, I can see it now, you know. You call me up. So Freak, you know, we're still on for our game, right? Yeah, I'm still on. Yeah, we're still good. All right, well, I'm going to come to your house, okay? Just don't forget. Okay. Drives to the house, walks up towards my front door. I peek out the window. Who's this guy? Hey, who are you? Get off my lawn! Freak, it's me. Mythos. Who? Mythos.
Running Bear says, sadly, with lockdown, my sleep is erratic now.
Oh,
And I totally get that, man.
dude, I get that.
You know, there's real science to it. Like, you know, most humans just have trouble functioning without their usual routine.
That's right. Routine makes a person, practically.
I don't understand why my buffer has been so behind all night. All right. So is that all the art of the week we had?
That's everything, brother.
That's everything. So I guess once you're done with your nappy, we need to initiate operate drum ditties. I guess we should go on to our
Wow, you sound like me.
hard to get the
Wow. Wow.
we
Are
should go on
those,
to our main
is
topic.
that a bike?
Anyways, is that a wolf? Is that a
Is
bike?
that a wolf?
Wolf. Yes,
Oh my
they're all wolves.
God. All right, so what are we doing next?
All right, so the reason I was asking, because we're about to go on to the main topic, I thought perhaps you might want to go ahead and get your transmission on from Chaplain Emo.
That's true. I think we should. So let's, because we've got some stuff we want to talk about. So let's do that, right? So let's see if we can key in our favorite chaplain here.
You don't know how to feel, just count on Chaplain Emo and his joy will make you squeal. So when the world is you down, you want to scream, just listen to the words of Chaplain Emo.
The singing is so hot.
All right, this is the part where you know, we ask the emo.
All right, so Chaplain, you know, obviously right now Nurgle's gift is running rampant in the world. And with so many people, you know, falling prey to illnesses, different viruses and stuff like that. Of course, the big one that we shall not name. You know, people are in a bad situation, and I feel like, you know, just a little compassion will go a long way right now. So that's all I want to ask from you is you bring us the word of the Emperor every single week.
Ooh, that's good.
Can to show us some of the Emperor's light and mercy. Could you do that for me?
Men, the Emperor has compassion for all those, whether sick or healthy. So if you are sick, by all means, just show yourself. pick.
That. Wow.
What happened?
Wow.
What just happened?
Wow.
What just happened?
Did he really just go there? Did Emo just freaking? You know what? Let's just skip right over that, guys. So we have a main topic this week.
Protocol 3. He's granting the Emperor's mercy. Yes, he is.
Hey,
That's all
I guess
it's a way to look at
Wow.
it. It's a way to look at it there, Archer.
so. Anyways, let's move on to our main topic, guys. So situations like this are definitely something that makes you want to ask: is there a doctor in the house? Right? We're all celebrating doctors right now.
Yes.
However, if this were the doctor that would show up at my side, I'm not sure that I would be celebrating. Let's put them up.
Right.
So some of the biggins, your Valrak, your Kirioth, some of the biggins have found leaks, or had leaks sent to them, actually. We're not sure where they came from. It's allegedly someone's Twitter that might or might not be in the industry.
So.
They're thinking that with the big announcement set to go tomorrow, this could have been an oopsie. Of course, we've all theorized for a while that maybe some of GW's leaks are not leaks, you know, that it's just building up the hype. Oh, it was Elstonation. Elstonation actually put it up on social media. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. So.
That's wow. That is, you know, but admittedly though, I mean, he looks horrendous. But he does look like he fits the lore. He does look like he's had way too many DIY plastic surgeries, which fits the lore for Fabius Bile. Do you know Fabius Bile is freak?
No, I honestly don't. I'm just enjoying what he looks like now, and I can't imagine.
So he is the mad scientist of the Emperor's Children. And he is known for having his soldiers capture as many Astartes as possible, as many Space Marines as possible, and performing just tons of sick experiments on them. Basically, some of them, you know, the Noise Marines, how they do the whole thing where they have, you know, a lot of the artwork shows them with speakers in their mouths and they're playing the guitar.
Guitars,
What he did was he started with a few warriors and implanted sonic vocal cords that let them basically do banshee style screams, you know, to as a weapon. And that's how the Noise Marines got started. But he also does other kinds of really twisted experiments where, like, there's a book where he goes and he boards another Astartes spacecraft, and there's some of the regular Emperor's Children guys there, but then Fabius Bile's flesh beasts, of where just different Astartes have been stitched together, and not even stitched together the right way. Like, there's some of them where they're like flesh beasts where they have like a torso, and then hand or legs where their arms are supposed to be.
Oh wow!
And they're just walking on 4 sets of legs.
That's creepy, dude.
Yeah, like if you can think of it in one of those flesh beasty kind of horror movies, Fabius Bile probably made it somewhere.
Right.
Human Centipede, pretty sure that was filmed and directed by Fabius Bile. That kind of stuff.
Right. So I think one of the interesting things is, like, when I took a closer look, I'm like, oh my god, is he really wearing a corset? And, you know, I mean, really, he looks like he's freaking wearing.
I think that's made of skin too.
Oh my god!
A skin corset.
So the first thing I was like, you know what? Let's just meme it. You know, so.
He's bonkers in the Horus Heresy book Fulgrim. He's disgusting. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Now I like the next, like this one is great because, you know, he definitely, it looks like he's kind of making that face. You know, I know you mentioned he looks like his outfit looks like a corset. He honestly is making a face like somebody cinched up his corset too tightly. Right. Guys, if you've ever watched Ghostbusters 2, my brother Dabunka from the Chili Network found this on Valric's page and posted it up. And I thought it was perfect. If you have ever seen Ghostbusters 2, it's perfect. He looks like Vigo. He is Vigo. I, Fabius, the scourge of Carpathia, the sorrow of Moldavia, command you. Vigo! Okay, Spud is awake now. Spud will take over, but he doesn't know what happened tonight as he was asleep all night. Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep it on the down low.
My God.
He looks like that face really looks like Vigo's picture from the Ghostbusters 2 movie. It's crazy how well that works.
Yeah.
Vigo.
Yeah, the one that I was kind of thinking about was more like, let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, that's the one. Let's see. That one, yeah. That's the first thing I like the face says it all. You know, go to Taco Bell, they say. Eat a gordita, they say.
That one was lost on me. I gotta admit.
Oh my gosh! Come on.
What's wrong with the gordita, and how does it make you Fabius smile?
Oh, the look, dude! It makes that face. You go to
It
Taco
does?
Bell.
I like gorditas,
dude. You go to Taco Bell, and it will make you that face for free. Okay. Where's Brian?
Oh, there's Spud.
Oh, hi, Spud. Welcome back. We had Elston for a while.
It's Spud. It's got to be Spud now. It's all the Spud things. It's the what's up, boys. It's the cheese and bread. Wear your seatbelt. I'm awake for my sleep. All those things must mean it's now Spud.
Indeed, because earlier it wasn't Spud. It was Elston pretending to be Spud when he said the gauntlet was down.
No, Elston never pretended to be Spud. Shh. That's the face of someone that realizes that they need to go to the restroom, but they're in a leather corset. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's fair.
Oh,
that's
I gotta pee.
Actually, so for some of the costumes, my lovely Lily has had to wear a few corsets, and I can attest that's a real face. Speaking of that face, when Elston was here earlier, he said he's pretty sure that the face looks that derpy because of the paint job that they did. Now that's interesting because Freak, you and I have talked about that before, that some of these, and they're pushing out a lot of product way faster than they used to, right? It seems like every month there's a new box set out to buy, a new special character, which is amazing.
Yep.
Right? This is the most new stuff we've ever had, right?
True, yeah.
However, with all this mass producing this new stuff, it does seem a little bit like sometimes, well, like, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, the quality of the sculpts and the models are amazing.
Right.
But a good paint job takes time, right?
Right. And again, we don't have Duncan over there either. So, you know.
But yeah, if you're not Elstonation, a good paint job takes a lot of time. And, well, let's talk about it. With the Torgarodon paint job, the armor was amazing, but you weren't too thrilled with the paint job they did on the face, right?
I really wasn't. He just had this.
And you thought it was the way the head was molded at first, but then we did a few Art of the Weeks, and you're like, wow, some people actually made the head look good.
Exactly. Yep. They didn't convert it. They didn't do anything. They used the same head, but they painted it a little differently. Instead of like bright white, they, or blonde, they painted it black. I think it looked great, So,
and then we had the same thing with Dorn. We said that forever that head was the face of constipation.
Yeah.
Right? But then we saw somebody like Grumpy who took the exact same head and made it look good without looking like constipation.
Yep. I still have him, and I don't know if I will ever paint him after seeing what Grumpy did to the Dorn. I'm like, well, I guess that's it. I'll never paint him.
Now, if you're watching, spoiler alert, we're not Grumpy Guy Gaming. I mean, Freak is getting kind of close, I think, but I am definitely not Grumpy Guy Gaming.
I've seen his work, dude.
You are definitely not getting critiquing from me of, per se, the GW paint job, because I definitely don't feel like I could do it better. However, we have noticed that it's not always necessarily the sculpt that might make something look derpy.
Exactly.
Sometimes it could be a paint job that may be what's causing it to look that way. And I've heard a lot of really, really good, talented painters like Apathetic Fish, Elstonation, Grumpy Guy Gaming, who say that sometimes when they don't like a new model, they don't really judge whether or not it's a good model until they actually have it in hand, or at the very least see unpainted pictures of what the model looks like without paint on it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Sometimes we get holy crap! How long have I been talking with my mic up from when I was showing off my shelves? That caused some feedback when I moved it just now.
Yeah, the noise I was telling you about.
Oh, sorry.
But it's no. Oh wow, that's weird. That is very
sorry.
weird. But it's good now.
But yeah, so I lost that train. Yep, that's not coming back. So yeah,
we're talking about the
right.
workmanship.
So sometimes when we see something with a paint job, we are already kind of pre-biased to it, whether it's a good or bad model, based on the paint job we've seen on it. But some of these really, really especially talented artists, they know that they're going to withhold judgment until they see the sprue.
Yeah.
I mean, but unless you paint like a Mythos, in which case, once Mythos puts paint on it, the value is always going to go down. But that's different.
Yeah, I actually started putting together Torgaras.
I hope everything's good with you, man.
Yeah, stay safe, man.
I hope that's you just got home in a good way. Kaiju's the same way, doesn't want to pass judgment till the model is in hand. Now, see, something like this, I'm already going to say, like, a lot of work. Yeah, Freak's been the same way. Actually, both of us have been working late pretty much all week. UIT guys, for sure. And then for me, it's just been a lot of work because I actually have people out in the field dealing with, the corona stuff.
Yeah, real quick, just a side note. Roxas, so over the weekend, this past weekend, during the time that we were having our live stream with Nick at Idig Beer, someone from the hospital, it happens to be a, what do you call it, housekeeping personnel. They were on the second floor, right, in one of the rooms. And, of course, our server room is on the first floor. She decides to go ahead and empty a bottle of cleaning spray into one of the outlets, blows out the entire electrical, all the electrical, blows all the circuits, all the circuit breakers. Now, we go down there. Once everything clears, it comes off a backup generator. An entire switch was completely taken out. A Paragon router, an MLS router, was completely taken out. The whole backup unit was completely taken out. Dude, unbelievable. Yeah, we're still recovering. Our phone systems were taken out. It was just crazy. Yeah. So yeah, that was my week, trying to get all that crap back up. So yeah, sorry.
It's all gravy. I mean, it's all gravy now.
Yeah, well, got it back up, but yeah. Oh, my phone's out. Well, yeah, that happens when some idiot decides they're gonna.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
All right, so I lost where we were. So, guys, let me know what you guys think about the new Fabius model, and if you're kind of excited for it.
You know what? I have to agree with you, Mythos. I think so many people have a tendency to draw, of course, the first impression. When you first see it, you're like, oh my God, it just looks horrible. I don't think I want it. But yeah, I think give it a chance. Get it, paint it, make it look better. I think Oni can make it look better for sure.
Oh, sure. And of course, on the other end of that, though, it just may not be, a particular style of someone. For instance, I know I myself, I've never been into the whole chaos thing, and the whole mad scientist thing, or doctors, or a doctor in a corset made from human skin.
Mm-hmm.
Those things don't really appeal to me. So it's probably not going to be a model for me, but definitely I can wait until it comes out before I determine whether or not I think it's a cool sculpt or not,
Yeah.
All right. Running Bear says, "Hey, at least think about it as job security thing."
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I mean, we wouldn't have we wouldn't have migraines if we didn't have goofballs that did stupid crap like that.
I wouldn't mind a new Lucius. Was it Lucius the? I can't remember Lucius's title.
Lucius the Luscious.
But I definitely think about starting an Emperor's Children's Force again. So Lucius, by the way, is like renowned for being the best swordsman in the universe, right? Lucius is a really talented. In fact, you met him in Loken's books.
I did.
Because he was again renowned for being the best swordsman.
Yeah.
So how to get past the universe's best swordsman? Well, Loken punched him in the face, right?
Exactly. Right.
So what's crazy is that the next time Loken meets him, he cuts scars all over his face. He teaches himself, like that's his penance when he fails at something or when he doesn't, matches expectations and stuff like that.
Right.
Now what's cool is this guy, he eventually gets, well, you don't worry about spoilers, right?
Me, no.
I'm about to recap a couple of facts about Lucius, the Eternal, that's his title. The Eternal. So if anybody's worried about spoilers for, a couple of books that are like 10 years old or more. Yes, he had a duel with Sigismund as well. The only reason he's the best is because Sevatar is dead. Was it a headbutt? I thought it was a punch. My bad. I really thought he punched him.
I thought so too.
Anyways, so eventually he becomes damned, the whole army goes chaos, right? And when he becomes damned, one of the things that happens to him is he becomes eternal. And if anyone ever kills him, he eventually takes over that person's body and becomes them. He becomes a body snatcher. So he's eternal because he's the best, but on that off chance that somebody does beat him, boom, he's back.
Crazy,
Whole
man.
body snatching thing is pretty sick.
Crazy.
Think about having a beer with Lucius. No, thank you. Oh, and he was beautiful, although the cutting scars into his own face
A little
changed
creepy.
that.
Yep.
He was once upon a time Luscious Lucius, though, considered, not quite as, but like in the same ballpark as being as beautiful as Fulgrim himself. So, anyways, so yeah, so with that, I wanted to bring up. So you remember when this whole psychic awakening started? First thing, one of the things that's being thought of is that with Fabius coming out in the War of the Spider, they're probably going to announce an Emperor's Children army, right? Because Fabius, they'll probably bring a whole army, some Noise Marine, more than just Noise Marines, a whole Emperor's Children army together.
Right.
I heard he was as beautiful as Frost and Fist. We got a vote over here. Too sexy to monetize. All right, so with that, it is highly theorized that this War of the Spiders is going to announce an Emperor's Children army tomorrow, whenever they announce all this stuff, and that Lucius will be part of it. Now, think about when this first. You remember we did an episode of Friday Night Live Chat a few months ago called even more chaos love. Come on, GW, you remember that? But we talked about how there was an entry in one of the Imperial, or one of the Psychic Awakening books, where a couple of Imperial guards talked about seeing Demon Fulgrim before they died. A great serpent with wings.
Right.
They're announcing an Emperor's Children army, and they've already rumored Fulgrim to be around. What do you think the chances are that there's going to be a Demon Primarch?
I think, dude, I think it's very high. I think it's very high, and you know what? I just about would have had enough of that.
Yo, you right. You're right. Now, the interesting thing is they've split up the Adepticon announcements into 2 weekends. I think it's like tomorrow, and I think April 4th. Is 4th a weekend? Yes, the 4th is a weekend. So tomorrow and a week from tomorrow. So my thoughts are this. Fabius is already out. I'm pretty sure they'll announce him tomorrow, right? He's already been leaked. If they do a Demon Primarch announcement, I imagine that would come next week.
Yeah.
They're going to give us Fabius and maybe the Emperor's Children's announcement, and they'll let us stew and marinate in that all week, and then boom, because they said Adepticon was supposed to be the biggest reveal ever. That's what they said. What's bigger than a Primarch? You tell me. Oh my God, 2 Primarch. I like what this lady's thinking. So see, if they did that, I would be okay. Now, of course, they're going to milk it, right? They're not going to put all their eggs in one basket. I think they would not release 2 Primarchs at once because they want to stagger them so they make money for a longer period of time.
Right.
But I feel like if they did it, if they did, I'd be thrilled. Watch them both be chaos, though, then I'd be so pissed. I mean, I'm already not thrilled, but that would be so pissed.
Yeah.
But that's my thoughts. With the biggest reveal yet, I imagine they announced the 4th Primarch, and he will be a demon.
And it's gonna be chaos again. Why?
It's gonna be Fulgrim. It's gonna be Snaky Boy. Snack.
This whole year is gonna be pretty much the year of chaos. I mean,
No, you can't say that. We got a lot of stuff this year.
I'm talking about Primarchs. Can you tell me
Primarch,
what
yes.
loyalist Primarch we got this year?
We got one. And they're getting 3. Like, I don't Why? Have you seen how one-sided the matches with both Primarchs, both Chaos Primarchs on the field are? It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous, especially if the Demon Primarchs get to get off their super survivable powers, the ones that make them nigh unkillable. If they get first turn and they get to cast their powers,
Yep, you're toast. Yep. So.
I think it sucks if they do no new Chaos one till a new Loyalist. Why? They already have 2. They're already up. They're already in the lead and have been in the lead for more than 3 years. That's the thing that really pisses me off. Right? When they first did the Primarchs, they were like, boom, Magnus. 6 months later, boom, Gilliman. 6 months later, boom, Motarian. And then once the scales were imbalanced and it was all on the Chaos side, all of a sudden we're going to go 3 years without one.
Yeah.
They've been 2-1 for 3 years. Why? Then I'm going to go on my soapbox again, okay? And I'm going to go back to Green's Point for this, okay? I just want it to be even, right? Just give me a loyal Primarch. Oh any loyal Primarch. I don't care who it is. Could be the Khan. I don't care. Could be the Salamander. I don't care. It could be the Lion. I don't care. Could be the Wolf. Okay, I care a little bit, but still, I mean, I would take any of them. I mean, if you found a way to, regenerate Ferrus Manus' skull and stick him in a dreadnought, I don't care. Like, any loyal Primarch. That's all I'm going to say. It's any loyal Primarch.
Yeah.
It's because Marines got sexy and dang Rubicon. Yeah, I get that we got Primaris. I don't think giving us a bunch of cool little things is as exciting as giving us,
An actual.
giving Chaos 2 of the great big things, right? It's like, oh, you guys, I mean, it's like your friend is playing with green, army soldiers, and it's like, yeah, but I got a lot of new green army soldiers. And you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. Boom. I don't really play with green soldiers anymore because I've got this game genie. Oh my god, I just dated myself. This Switch. I've got the newest video game. You can keep playing with your green army commandos. It doesn't quite equate to the same thing, right? It's I can't believe I just said a game genie. They need to bring back Cortez from the Crimson Fist. That'd be cool.
Yeah, don't be crapping on Green Army men. That's Bubba's favorite. So
I like those drunk angels.
Drunk Angels.
We got the Pale Orc. What up, brother? Even worse, they gave us Gilliman as the loyalist. Okay, so see there, I have to disagree.
Here we go.
I feel like Gilliman was the right one to bring. If you were going to bring back a loyalist, first of all, it only makes sense that they started with the Vanilla Codex, right? Because it has the most Space Marines.
Right.
And if you start with the Vanilla Codex, I feel like Gilliman is the logical choice from the lore, just the lore perspective. Okay, because if you think about it, Khan always off doing his own thing. Okay, you got Vulcan always off doing his own thing. You've got Dorn, who is extremely loyal, but he's a defender and he takes orders really well, right? He's not the leading crusading type. He's not a politician. He has no patience for politicians. In fact, I've seen him threaten to execute politicians. Right? So Dorn may be a little bit too much of a hard ass to be the leader of the Imperium. Okay? Who else does that leave on the vanilla side? Of course, Ferrus Manus, dead. Okay, so there's the Iron Hands, there's the Salamanders, there's the Imperial Fists. I think that really just leaves the Ultramarines, and the Ultramarines, especially Gilman, are all bred to be galactic leaders. They're meant to do the politicking. They're meant to be generals. So they're meant to unite people and run a government. So it seems like if just going by the lore, he's the only logical choice. If they were bringing back one and just one, he should be the first one. The logical choice would be the loyal prime the Emperor found in the first place, i.e. Lehman Russ. Again, I got to disagree. As much as I love Russ, the Russ doesn't want to be bogged down in politics. The Russ doesn't want to be there in the running of the kingdom. In fact, if we look at the Imperium Secundus, Gilliman actually ran a universe for a while. When only the Imperium Secundus was the only thing that could be seen on the galactic map, that was the entire known galaxy at the time. He ran it. He is the person who can run government. There is no way that Russ would peacefully work with the politicians of Terra. So I just, as much as I love Russ, Russ only listens to one person. He listens to his daddy. That's it. And he's like that. He's loyal to a fault. I don't think he has the initiative or the desire to be bogged down. Could he do it? Of course. They all have tons of skill sets. I just don't think it would not be a peaceful running. It would be a very bloody running of the Empire. It's already very bloody, but you know what I mean. Like, Gilliman has united all these different aspects of the Empire, and I don't see Russ uniting it that way. Again, he's a hunter. He would rather be out doing his thing, hunting down enemies and killing them. There's no way he would sit at a desk and, run an empire.
No, he's not a politician. He doesn't like politicking.
The empire needs a cleaning. If you woke the emperor right now, he would be pissed with how it's being run. So are you saying that the way it should go is that Lehman should come back and immediately kill everyone on Terra and all of its territories because it's not the way his father designed it? Because at some point you cross the bill into being the butcher and becoming the bad guy doing that. Yep, all of these planets that believe, worship my father, and my father set all this up, and my father would be pissed if he saw this now. So we're just going to wipe it out and start over. First of all, you're not going to have any allies doing that, and that's one of the things I like that they cover in Gilliman's new trilogy after Dark Imperium is him realizing that he has to work with the politicians of Terra and stuff like that just enough because he needs allies. The Ultramarines can't take on the entire galaxy by themselves. And so while he's aware that his father would be pissed if he saw how the Empire was being run right now, if he were just to make it the Ultramarines versus the entire galaxy, the Imperium has very widespread reach. It would not be smart to make an enemy out of the entire Imperium. So I actually really enjoy that the Dark Imperium trilogy kind of covers that aspect of why Gilliman does what he does. Anyways, that was a good little lore chat. So Freakaliciousness.
Yes.
Should we thank some people for their support?
I think it'd be a good idea, man.
Now, of course, in addition to all the people we're about to mention, we appreciate anyone who hangs out with us and chats with us on a Friday night, who comes back and watches us in the archives, who smashes that like button, who leaves us comments, any of that good stuff.
Comes visit us at Chippendales. Thank you.
Yeah, leaves us a few tips at Chippendales. And the ones who really give us that extra personal touch to come up and tuck that bill right in the G-string.
Absolutely. That makes a lot to me.
Gosh, that personal touch means everything.
Yeah, it warms my heart.
He would subscribe to Frosted Fist and make them the overlords of YouTube. I'm down with that. YouTube completed it.
Yeah, I think he did.
That would only be if Russ came down and put us in charge of it. Until then, Spud's got it pretty.
Yeah, he's got it complete.
No, I totally agree. I mean, definitely Running Bear. Actually, even though we disagree, actually, I really enjoyed it. It's a good lore chat on why we think the way we do. And definitely no offense taken here, man. All right, so we want to thank some people who help us out on that extra level, who come over and check out our Patreon and decide that they want to support us on another level. Mm-hmm. And, man, that really helps a lot. We've already said, we talk about this all the time, guys. Already so far this year, you guys have helped our lighting, helped our sound in the studio, different things that we've been able to do. And actually now we've hit a level of support that even though there's probably not going to be an Adepticon until next year, we can actually start looking at stuff like maybe hitting up at an Adepticon or an LVO because we're getting that support where we can actually go and meet other YouTubers and other people in this community and see how we can, grow even more. And I really like that we'll be able to make that extra personal connection to, other people in this hobby and in this industry and in this community. So it's just like the love and support helps us get, helps us achieve even more love and support. So It's amazing. So in thanking those people, and by the way, this is going to be my my warning, guys. So if you got me in the earphones or whatever right now and loud noises give you a headache, I get a little excited when thanking our patrons, so you may want to bump that down.
You know what I'm going to do? sometime this week, I'm going to create a warning, one of those, warning, may cause deafness. You know, just one of those legal ones, you know, and just have it right in your front.
All right, guys, here's your warning. I'm about to go into it right now. First of all, we want to make sure that we thank Bloodclaw, Running Bear.
Running Bear.
Thank Brother Richard over at The Nerd Life.
He is the nerd life.
We want to make sure we thank the Big Mech Danskull.
Because he's big.
We want to make sure that we thank Bloodclaw Mini Walmart.
Because he's nobody's mutt.
We want to make sure that we thank Bloodclaw Big D over at The Gamecraft Dragon.
Because he's got a big D.
We want to make sure that we thank Bloodclaw Chief Live Gaming.
Chief Live. And he's always gaming.
We want to make sure that we thank Grey Hunter, our brother Inquisitor Zane.
The Zane. The main. I don't know. I give up. Zane.
We want to thank
Zane.
Grey Hunter, brother Roxas. And then we want to make sure that the man who will drop his pants
Oh, yeah.
without a beat,
Oh, yeah.
the wolf guard known as
Ooh.
Kalo.
Ooh. Wait, why is he dropping his pants? Never mind. Go ahead.
There's never a reason for Kalo to
Yeah,
drop
just
his
keep
pants.
going.
We want to make sure that we thank our wolf guard and our very own Smash
The one and
Captain,
only.
Wolf Guard
Archer. I like doing that one. Kind of one of my favorite ones.
And then this mysterious warrior in the war, the man who managed to sneak behind enemy
The
lines
ninja.
and attack, destroying the entire head of the Black Legion, leaving Abaddon no generals left to command by
Yeah.
himself, the ever mysterious Ultimate Wolf Lord Anonymous. Who could he be?
I don't know. Mysterious. Anonymous. Mom?
And while Anonymous stopped Abaddon's generals, the man who stopped the last
Ooh. Come on, man.
Can you do the voice before I say anything?
Sorry.
It always throws me
Sorry, man.
I'm like, wait, what'd you say? Anyways, the man who stopped the last crusade with nothing left but a chainsword and a broken dagger.
Oh.
He stopped 14 million warriors by himself. The ultimate Wolf Lord.
Cheeks. Clap them cheeks. Wait. That's a Zane.
Anonymous. I actually love you guys, and if I won the lottery, I'd pay you two to come over here for nonstop wargaming. Oh man, that would be amazing. We need to start playing the lottery, homie.
Right? No, but see, okay. We talked about our luck ethos, remember? That luck thing?
That's fair.
Yeah, so somehow, some way, I'd be getting tased during that mess. So,
Oh. Pale Orc, my man. I'm sorry about the terrible time. Yeah, we are in the wrapping it up phase. Oh, hey. Mini War, hi. Bye. Elston is snoring. Must have given you guys a secret away without me knowing. I don't remember him releasing any secrets.
I didn't hear any secrets. No secrets today. He behaved himself. Hmm?
Of course. Freak buys 50, and Mythos buys 1, and Mythos will win.
This is true. Very true. Very, very, very true. And I'll get tased somehow.
Dragons. Atlantis.
Whoa.
What are we talking about?
Dropping secrets.
Oh, right. See, I don't know any secrets. It's not registered.
I don't know. I forget things. So what?
All right, guys. So, Freakaliciousness, any closing thoughts now that we've thanked these heroes who help us out every week?
Man, I tell you what, I am so glad I got an opportunity to hang out on a Friday night. I'm glad that we're all still here, and I'm really, really, really hoping you guys are staying safe. You know, it is crazy out there. It's funny. I tell the guy that sits outside my door, he's the director of, what is he? Infectious control. And every time I come out my closet, hi, I say, hey, man, the world's burning.
So the same guy's there every time you come out of the closet?
Every time, yeah, he just stares at me. I literally come out, hey, world's burning, man. Gotta fix it. Go out and get my lunch or go pee.
Does he cause you to come out of the closet?
No, not really. Not really that exciting for me. I gotta pee every now and then, you know. Every now and then I'll get a message from you and I'll just come right out. Hi, you know.
Zane says so. He's not that good looking.
Nah. I think every one of y'all got him beat. So, just saying.
Oh man, you know, while Elston was on before he went to sleep, I should have asked Elston how to fix my contenter. It's a shame.
Yeah. Elston would know, wouldn't he?
Oh, hey, here's an exciting thing. Before we go, I asked Elston during one of his streams what he might charge for a one Primaris HQ kind of commission, because you know, from my video, Weather Pigs Show Us What You Got challenge, I am enjoying collecting, you know, different Space Marine bits from some amazing people in our community. And I just was looking at my collection when I did that. I was like, how do we not have an... We do a weekly Elstonation fact. How do we not have an Elstonation piece?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good point.
That might have to be a thing. And he mentioned that if he sends us over, you know, if I did a commission and he sent it over, with the commission, he'd do what we were talking about during the show and put together a little care package, snack pack kind of care package.
Yeah.
Swap goodies and, you know.
That'd be cool.
And I think, and not just putting some American ones, I'm thinking about putting some of the Asian ones from our chat the other day, putting some of those in too.
Yeah, throw some Hispanic stuff in there for them.
Some stuff for Elston and Spud to try out.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I gotta be honest with you. I'm really enjoying my my Yorkshire tea. I've been faithfully drinking that just about every night, man. I love that. It's good stuff.
And actually, I wonder if I can. I know Elston does commissions. I don't know if Spud does. Spud, do you do commissions? I wonder if I could get a piece from each.
No, wait.
Each of the Chili War Games.
Yeah, that's right. I keep mistaking. I don't know who's up and who's down. I don't know who's asleep and who's awake.
Man, I'd paint and ship you over a Space Marine. Oh, cool. This is Spud, and he is asleep now. That's awesome. So maybe I can get one from each of the Chilling War Gamers. Because who are some names that I have in my collection right now? Of course, I've got one from Edith Beer, Grumpy Guy, Shadowcat. Got a pretty good little collection going. That's Grumpy. I've got that one from Freak, Devil's Brush Gaming. Looking, the Nerd Life, of course. So I've got a pretty good little collection. Kujihiro. So I've got some D&D miniatures from TNT. I wonder if I could get a Space Marine from them one day. So I've got a neat little collection, man.
He's asking any type of chapter, Mythos?
Huh?
And what type of any type of chapter?
Honestly, probably either one of my wolves or one of my white scars.
I would want something a little different than what I have. Probably either Crimson Fist or
Crimson Fist.
or Templar. That would be pretty.
Let me
cool.
not forget this amazing chat from Malaga here.
Oh yeah, freaking Malaga. Malaga. War games.
I've got some pretty, and it's cool that I have all these from the community. You know, So I just want to grow that collection as we work with more and more people. You know who's really focusing on painting that I'd love to get one from, but I don't want to pay for an Australian shipping price.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be cool to get one from the Weather Pig.
Yeah, the Weather Pig's got some pretty cool stuff. I like how he did his little Imperial Fist.
Mini War, but long goodbye segment completed. You know, this is we don't always takes us at least 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
to
we're like the freaking Von Trapp family, dude. We take forever.
Ooh, a Marine painted in the color scheme of the blue and white of the Chilling War Games. That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. That I think would be one of each, please.
Ooh, yeah, we got to do that.
Could you imagine?
Oh, no charge for you guys. You're far too glorious and beautiful. Oh, you guys are amazing. Hey, maybe we can even do a swappy swap. Whenever we send over their snacks,
yeah,
maybe we can paint something up
paint
for them
something
too.
like, yeah, absolutely.
Like for like.
I like that.
Okay, I don't actually. I'm not actually a like for like YouTube guy, but I just meant like.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be fun. Let's do it. Deal. He says deal.
Yes,
all right, cool.
Deal.
We got it. Got it.
Can you send a solid red clump of paint that somewhat resembles a Marine underneath?
Yeah, I can do that.
Wife banging on the cave door, man cave door completed. Rubicon Marines and normal Marines, man, it's whatever for
Whatever.
me.
I'm easy.
Welcome for the suggestion. Yeah, that sounds like awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty
We got
exciting.
modeling board advantage right here at the end. I do apologize. So closing thoughts. I'm so sidetracked. Again, we want to thank everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are hoping everyone stays safe in all this, and that if you are self-isolating, that you're doing something to deal with the extra energy that you have from being cooped up at home.
Right.
The extra,
And make sure you wash your hands afterwards.
Of course. But oh wait, you know what I mean? Man, I walked right into that one. Anyways, what I was going to say is though that there's a lot of YouTubers out there who are doing tons of extra content. Some of them because they are isolated, but some of them because they want to provide more material for people who are stuck at home and they can't get their hobby on. And I've actually been in chats where people have been really thankful for the extra content because they are not able to get in their hobby fixed. And sitting in some of these live chats and extra content and being part of the community and chatting with other hobby people in the community is helping alleviate some of that pressure of not being able to get out and do their hobbies. So this is really cool. I do want to recommend Chilling Wargamers to you guys because Spud has done an isolation chat almost every day. Elstonation has done a few of them as well. And like today, they were on hobbying together. So they'd have some really good content out for this.
Great guys, man. Great guys. I mean, I tell you what, you're not going to find a better bunch of fellas that, it's kind of funny. I almost feel like they're almost like our mirror brothers, from the UK. I kind of, every time I watch them, I feel like I'm watching some of us, and like it's just kind of weird, So that's why I'm thinking they're probably they probably do perform at the Chippendales at the UK, but they're called Chillendales.
I can't wait to do this 4-man stream together because I feel like our personalities can mesh so well.
Oh, I think we'll break the internet.
Every time I see Spud derail Elston like you derail me, it just makes me think of the way we stream.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's amazing. So not only check out theirs, also I want to recommend another Chilling Wargamer, Chilling Network, brother, to you. If you guys do Twitch, of course, Twitch, we tell you every week to go check out Wolf Wraith's Twitch channel. But if you are on Twitch as well, brother _Crimson_Painter, check out him, brother Zach. He has another really excellent Twitch stream, and like today, he streamed for like 6 hours today.
Holy cow.
So just lots of content. Again, lots of people are looking for that content because they are stuck at home. And I feel like these guys are really doing a service by having a chat with people coming out and talking about that.
Yep.
So, and he's a brilliant painter too. Brilliant. This is the commissioned painter that is doing some work for Big Mac Dan Skull. So he did a little shout out during our chat, our UK friendly chat with Big Mac. and he's working on that right now.
That's another thing. I just noticed that Big D wasn't on, nor was Lady Dragon on. I hope they're okay. Hope they're doing okay.
I'm in their Discord. They've been doing pretty well.
Okay.
In fact, a quick shout out and congratulations to Lady Dragon, who got a new job. So,
Oh, congrats!
she could be making a few extra bucks. So, it's pretty cool. All right, guys. Yeah, he did. It was off and on. He did like a 2-hour stint. Got some lunch. Did another 2-hour stint. Took another break. Did another stint. But still, lots of content. Yeah, Big D was hoping. I was hoping to get some more content out. Like I think right before you came on, Kaiju, I was talking about how I've been wanting to do the AdMech showcase that a few people have asked for, and it's been nonstop security this week. But we definitely, I've got tons of content I want to get out right now. I showed Freak a challenge that a big channel, Unisonus, did. And I was like, man, we could hobby theme that later on, and that would be just a great, me and him interacting kind of fun video. So, anyways, there's tons of content we want to do. I hope we'll get around to it soon.
The challenge is now.
Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. If you like tonight's episode, oh, by the way, Chilling Wargamers is having a chat tomorrow, 12 p.m. UK time. Check that out.
Nice.
If you guys liked tonight's chat, make sure you grab up an ox and smash the like button in the name of the Emperor.
In the face.
And drop us some comments down below. Feel free to be part of any of these ridiculous conversations. And of course, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, either this channel or any of our Unification Bros or our fam over at the Chilling Network, please hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost and Fist. Until next time, guys.
Stay frosty.